From beneath the ruins of a family home, a 14-year-old girl is rescued. Soon she will learn both her parents and a brother are dead. And a Russian strike has made her one of thousands of children orphaned in Ukraine. This is Yana now, learning to live without the love and protection of her family in a country where civilians are under constant attack.
I
woke up to a woman's scream and couldn't understand where I was or why it was so dark. I heard a kitten meowing next to me and realised that something was wrong. I saw blood on my toy and realised that something very terrible had happened. I couldn't hear anything. My ears were filled with sand. I realised that I was trapped between the wardrobe and the radiator.
Yana managed to send a text when she was under the rubble. That's how she was found. Where's Papa? And then here you say, I'm under the furniture, I'm struggling to breathe, and I think I'm dying. Yana's father had only just returned from the front line when he was killed. She doesn't want the land he fought for lost, but desperately wants an end to the war.
I don't know if I will die today or if I will sleep peacefully until morning. Sometimes I sleep peacefully, sometimes I can't sleep because I'm afraid they'll hit my house or my friends' and relatives' houses, and then someone else will be gone. It's a big fear for me.
On a stage, a mother dances with her daughter. Soon, the smiling 5-year-old will be dead, and her mother will become one of the thousands of parents mourning their children.
And these are the last photographs of you and Nicole together.
Так.
This is Sasha now, displaced, widowed and childless because of one of Russia's many strikes on civilian homes. The family had been in bed together when the explosion happened.
Перший, хто мені повідомив про те, що сталося, це був пастор.
Pastor Vitaly told me what had happened. He said a drone hit and my husband Alexander was no longer alive and Nicole was still missing. Now I understand that they wanted to protect me from the shock of hearing that my child was gone, but they had been found together lying next to each other.
Now trying to survive without her husband or daughter, she prays for peace, her deep faith sustaining her in grief.
Sasha, after everything you've gone through in this war, how do you feel about the discussions about peace?
War is a horror that only creates widows and orphans. It is an evil that cannot be overcome with evil. Yes, we are in pain. Yes, the losses are great. Something must change.
Так, втрати великі.
За это наша страна платит людьми.
From a hospital bed, a man looks out at a city he can no longer properly see. He used to be on the front line of his country's war. Yet for now, Dmitro's war is over, thanks to a Russian drone attack. He doesn't want us to identify him.
На фронте не обсуждают политику.
At the front, we don't discuss politics or what's happening in the country. For some reason, no one talks about it. We just focus on our tasks. Our task is to hold back the enemy or force them to retreat.
How do you feel about the fact that you suffered these terrible injuries at a point where there's talk about peace?
I used to live in the Soviet Union, and I know how bad it was. We are fighting for freedom and democracy, and we want it to remain.
On a hospital ward, a young man contemplates a changed future. Alexei's body bears the scars of a Russian drone attack. He will fight no more, but fears what he fought for may be lost in the quest for peace.
Якось це образливо для військових, які отримали поранення.
It is offensive to the soldiers who were wounded and gave their lives for this land that the entire Donetsk region will be given away. I served there and find that offensive. But on the other hand, maybe doing that, this will stop more bloodshed, but I don't think Russia can be trusted.
Despite the war, Ukrainians are trying to maintain some normality. Christmas approaches with limited cheer. But for all the semblance of normality, nothing is normal. Even the toy shops, stacked full of gifts, are selling child-sized tourniquets to stem the blood for when the youngest in society are wounded in this war. Peace cannot come soon enough, but no one is particularly convinced that it's coming anytime soon. Emma Murphy, ITV News, Ukraine.